The 2024 Paris Olympics was a spectacle of talent, competition, and sportsmanship. However, for the United States women's basketball team, it was a tournament marked by an unexpected phenomenon: low attendance at their games. Despite their stellar performance and high expectations, the team found themselves playing in front of noticeably smaller crowds. Even more surprising was the difficulty in selling tickets for their game against Germany. A match that was anticipated to be a highlight of the tournament saw a significant number of empty seats. This was not just a disappointment for the players who thrive on the energy of the crowd, but also raised questions about the state of women's basketball. This unexpected situation has sparked a debate among fans and critics alike. Many are pointing to the controversial decision to exclude rising star Caitlin Clark from Team USA's roster as a potential reason for the lackluster attendance. This video aims to delve into this controversy, examining its impact on game attendance, ticket sales, and the overall performance of the U.S. women's basketball team at the 2024 Paris Olympics. Let's dive into it. The U.S. women's basketball team got off to a dominant start in the 2024 Olympics by drilling Japan 102-76, but did so in front of an embarrassingly small crowd in Paris. Team USA's mistake, to keep Caitlin Clark off of the Olympic roster created a scenario in which fans, specifically new women's hoops fans brought into the sport by Clark, would check out and not pay too close attention to the Americans' efforts in Paris. Based on the attendance numbers through the opening handful of games at the Games, that's exactly what's happening. According to the Olympics official website, Team USA's win over Japan drew 13,040 fans, which was by far the lowest attended game among the opening 6 matchups in group play. The Serbia-Puerto Rico game was the second worst attended game, with 15,224 fans in attendance, while China had the largest crowd with 27,021 fans in the building. 4 of the 6 opening games drew over 20,000 fans. Of course, there are several reasons why the USA's battle with Japan didn't generate much interest. As many have commented, it's possible that fans simply knew the USA would dominate and didn't bother watching. Yet it's undeniable that if Clark were on the roster, the stadium would be filled with numerous fans. Germany and the United States will tip off in the finale of Group C play in women's basketball at the Olympic Games Paris 2024 on Sunday, 4th August. Team USA, on a quest to win its 8th straight Olympic gold medal in women's basketball, will seek to keep a 56-game Olympic winning streak alive against Germany, one of the biggest surprises of the women's competition. As expected, the United States handily won both of their Group C games. Though Belgium gave the U.S. a test on Thursday, the Americans still won 87-74. A'ja Wilson had a double-double in both games, and Breanna Stewart averaged 24 points. This is Germany's first trip to the Olympics, and they've made it memorable. They came into the Olympics ranked 19th in the world. Led by WNBA star Satou Sabally, Germany first upset Belgium, the 2023 Eurobasket champs, 83-69, and then beat 2020 silver medalist Japan by the score of 75-64. Both teams are already qualified for the quarterfinals because they've both won 2 games in group play. The winner of this game will take first in Group C, earning a better spot in the draw for quarterfinal games, while the loser will take second. But without Caitlin Clark, the U.S. women's basketball team is struggling to draw the crowds expected at the 2024 Paris Olympics. The New York Times report on Wednesday, tickets for the match between the United States and Germany, scheduled for August 4th, are on sale at a special price of €24 each, with no reserved seats. That means everyone can secure a front row seat to the match. Paris 2024 is struggling to sell tickets for the USA versus Germany women's basketball match on August 4th. There are special offer tickets on sale now, $24 each for seats anywhere in the venue, maybe even front row. If Caitlin Clark was on the team, it would be a sellout. Times reporter Juliette Makar wrote to X. Indeed, Clark was a women's basketball phenomenon who routinely drew huge crowds, selling out arenas in the United States and forcing the WNBA to move some games to larger venues. Here are some reactions and opinions from social media about the low attendance and trouble selling tickets for the U.S. women's basketball team. Fans on X reacted to the staggering disparity in attendance. If Caitlin Clark was playing, it would have had the highest, easily. The Caitlin Clark effect is real AF. Following with Andy Fromell comment, everyone craves Caitlin Clark on the court. One fan was just as disappointed in Clark's exclusion. USA team turned into the world's least favorite team after snubbing Caitlin Clark. On Hoosiers 1986 did not hold back. About 100 people care about the USA women's basketball team without Caitlin Clark. Omitting her will go down as one of the dumbest USA team selection screw-ups of all time. Another fan trolled Team USA. Damn, I was told people would watch regardless. As recently as yesterday or Saturday, LOL. Clark has been setting attendance and viewing records in the first season in the WNBA. She and fellow rookie Angel Reese are considered to be among the biggest draws in the league. The two are hopeful that they will be teammates in the 2028 Los Angeles Olympics. Caitlin Clark is a phenomenon in the world of women's basketball. Her impact on the sport has been so significant that it's often referred to as the Caitlin Clark effect. Clark's basketball journey began at Dowling Catholic High School in West Des Moines, Iowa, where she was named a McDonald's All-American and rated the fourth best player in her class by ESPN. Her talent was evident from an early age, and she quickly became a standout player, scoring 60 points in one game during her junior year. Her collegiate career at the University of Iowa was nothing short of spectacular. Clark became the all-time leading scorer in NCAA basketball, surpassing Pete Maravich's record of 3,667 points. She was the first Division I player to top 3,000 points, 1,000 assists, and 800 rebounds. Her performances for the Iowa Hawkeyes led to record-breaking viewing figures in America. The 2024 NCAA championship between Iowa and South Carolina drew around 18.7 million viewers on average, the most ever measured for a women's basketball game. This year's NCAA men's final drew 14.8 million viewers on average, so the women's final outdrew the men's for the first time. Clark's achievements didn't stop at the college level. Selected first overall by the Indiana Fever in the 2024 WNBA draft, Clark was named to the WNBA All-Star Game as a rookie. Her widespread popularity has helped increase interest in women's basketball, which has seen higher TV ratings and greater attendance. The All-Star Game in Phoenix between Team USA and Team WNBA drew a record 3.44 million viewers, more than double the previous mark of 1.44, which was set in 2003 when the game took place at Madison Square Garden. The addition of Caitlin Clark has been a catalyst for this spike in attendance. For instance, the New York Liberty recorded monster gates of 17,735 when Indiana dropped by Barclays Center on May 18 and 17,401 in Clark's next visit to Brooklyn on June 2nd. These trends indicate a growing interest in women's basketball, which is reflected in the increasing ticket sales and game attendance. The impact of players like Caitlin Clark on these trends cannot be underestimated. The decision to exclude Caitlin Clark from the U.S. women's basketball team for the 2024 Paris Olympics sparked a significant controversy. Despite her impressive records and skills, Clark was left off the roster. This decision raised questions and sparked considerable interest, especially given her impressive performance in the WNBA. The U.S. Olympics and Paralympics Committee CEO, Sarah Hirschland, defended the selections and omissions, saying she trusts the committee to do what's best for the program. She stated, when you look at the whole thing in totality, I would say USA Basketball has had a very disciplined process with people who know more about the sport of women's basketball than anyone else in the world. And I trust that they know exactly what they're doing. However, fans harshly criticized Caitlin Clark's omission from the United States Olympic team. Many rallied for the Indiana Fever rookie to be included on the team, arguing Clark's presence would help get more eyes on the team. The common argument used by Clark's defenders is her popularity will help further women's basketball. A few days ago, Dawn Staley, the head coach of the University of South Carolina's women's team, part of the U.S. selection committee, says that Caitlin would be in high consideration if the Olympic Committee made their selections today. As a committee member, you're charged with putting together the best team, Dawn told NBC on July 28th. Caitlin is just a rookie in the WNBA. She wasn't playing bad, but she wasn't playing like she's playing now. If we had to do it all over again, the way she's playing, she'd be in really high consideration of making the team because she is playing head and shoulders above a lot of people. Instead, she'll have to wait 4 more years to see if she can head to the Olympics. Despite the absence of Caitlin Clark, the U.S. women's basketball team demonstrated their prowess at the 2024 Paris Olympics. They started strong with a 102-76 victory over Japan in their opening game. A'ja Wilson and Breanna Stewart led the team to victory, with Wilson scoring 24 points and 13 rebounds, and Stewart contributing 22 points and 8 rebounds. The team continued their winning streak by defeating Belgium 87-74, with Stewart leading the team with 26 points. However, the games were not without their challenges. The international game is absurdly physical at the women's senior level. The U.S. team had to deal with physicality and rough play, which was a wake-up call in terms of remembering the physicality. The public and media reaction to the team's performance was mixed. While the team's victories were celebrated, there was also a sense of what could have been if Caitlin Clark had been included in the roster. In conclusion, the controversy surrounding Caitlin Clark's exclusion from the U.S. women's basketball team has had a significant impact on the team, ticket sales, and the sport. It has highlighted the importance of player selection in relation to public interest, game attendance, and ticket sales. As teams and sports organizations move forward, they may need to reconsider their selection criteria, taking into account not only the players' skills and experience, but also their popularity and influence on the sport. This could lead to a more balanced and representative team selection in future Olympics and other major sports events.